In the winter of 1943, amidst the harsh cold of the Norwegian highlands, one of the greatest sabotage operations of World War II was launched. It would change the course of history and prevent the Nazis from possessing the most lethal weapon of modern times. The factory, located in a secluded valley in the town of Vemork, produced heavy water, a vital component of the German nuclear project. Because Germany was chasing the dream of the atomic bomb, the factory was under heavy protection. The Allies knew that allowing this factory to operate would mean giving Hitler the key to unstoppable destruction. A group of Norwegian commandos was tasked with carrying out the demolition operation. The team was led by the young Joachim Ruberry. He and his comrades were carefully selected because they knew the mountain terrain and were adept at surviving in the harshest conditions. They secretly trained in Britain and were then parachuted into the Norwegian mountains, where they set up a temporary base beneath the snow in an ice cave. The team moved in near-deadly conditions, crawling through the snow on skis, carrying enough explosives to blow up the plant's core. After days of careful movement and careful waiting, they reached a small drainage pipe leading into the plant. They crawled silently in the dark, amidst the snow and gasping breath, until they reached the heavy water production chamber. They planted the explosives at critical points in the reactors and set silent timers. Before leaving, they left a small note reading, "This operation is being carried out by Norwegians." They then withdrew undetected, disappearing into the mountains as they had arrived. The explosion erupted in the pre-dawn darkness, and the plant was declared disabled. No one was killed, but the strike was precise and devastating enough. As German forces launched a massive pursuit into the Telemark Mountains, Gunnerside's men made their way to Sweden, crossing snow, hunger, and exhaustion, leaving behind a burned-out factory and shattered German hopes. But the story wasn't over. Weeks later, Germany began repairing the factory, determined to resume heavy water production. Despite a subsequent heavy Allied air raid that caused further damage to the site, the factory was not completely destroyed. The Nazi leadership decided to transport the remaining stock to Germany via Lake Tenso. When word reached the Norwegian resistance, swift action was necessary. Under cover of night, resistance members infiltrated the small ferry carrying the barrels, the hydro, and planted a bomb under the engine room. On the morning of February 20, 1944, as the ship plowed through the deep lake, it exploded and sank, taking 500 kilograms of heavy water with it into the depths. Although the incident resulted in the deaths of a number of Norwegian civilians, the Nazis lost their last real chance to complete their nuclear project. They were no longer able to produce or transport heavy water, and the dream of the German atomic bomb sank into the icy lake.